Good time zone, everyone. I'm Bag of Tricks, your story-playing adventurer. Welcome to Death and Request 2. I'm a horror pansy who never got a chance to play the original, but I do know Mary Skelter. So let the nightmares begin. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your favorite character so far in the comments below.
Today, the start of another worthless day.
So kind of like Tuesday. For you, it was a worthless day, but for me, it was a Tuesday.
I get up in the morning, and I eat. The sun rises, and I eat. The sun sets, and I eat. The morning returns, bringing with it the same day.
Hey! What the hell is this?
Oh, this is already going great. I'm pretty sure we have a drunk father. And if this is the main character, he's clearly not taking care of his daughter.
Dad's drunk again. Another day, another disappointment. Every day might have felt worthless, but I took silver linings where I could find them. At least he was decent enough to give me a smartphone and a laptop.
You know, if I was her and that age, I know where I went when I look like that, because I recognize that face of depression, but not so much the death of heart that kind of looks like it's settled into her. You know, if she wanted friends online, we would totally hit her up. We can totally have her added into our EverQuest crew. I could always use another archer. Anyway.
Being sheltered from the outside world, I dove inward, becoming obsessed with whatever I could find online.
See, she is me. That's how I spent my childhood.
It's starting up again. My father's rage. People who say home is where the heart is never had a family like mine. Only one thing gave me solace. The occasional text to me by my younger sister, Sanae. She lived with our mother, and from what I gathered, it was a warm life. That alone was enough to chew on. But I stopped getting texts from her a year ago.
You trying to make a fool out of me too? First that woman, now everyone else!
I kind of wonder if this particular statement or treatment started when she stopped receiving text, or maybe this is just the result of her not really caring about anything anymore. But either way, how does a dad who treats his daughter like this, living in a house that is filthy, where she's clearly not bathed in like weeks, and looks like maybe she's taken a few hits to the face, how does that dad end up having enough money to buy her a cell phone and a computer? I mean, you're gonna abuse her and then give her the abilities to be able to report you to the authorities. I don't think he's very smart.
I'll kill you!
My drunken father picked up a hatchet from the floor and approached me.
You know, I recognize those eyes. And if anybody out there recognizes those eyes, I'm sorry.
So, this is contempt. A look communicated without a single shred of love.
It's not a look that I would want anybody to know.
I was going to be killed by my father. I don't care. Not anymore. I wouldn't have to suffer anymore, so it's fine. I wouldn't have to stuff anything in my mouth. But I had one parting wish.
To join me on EverQuest? I mean, you're kind of broken, like I kind of was broken as a teenager, but not quite that broken. You have Father of the Year written all over your dad's face.
I wanted to visit Enigma, a place I had only seen online.
Huh? Can't even look me in the eye. You're a dirty whore of a daughter.
And you're the worst father that anyone is, well, not anyone. Anime has done a lot for me over the years, including showing me some pretty horrible parents. But you're right up there, sir.
2 girls born to a shitty mother. No surprise they're both shitty too, huh? You don't belong here. You're both shit!
Stop it.
Huh? Oh, shit! Get off me! What the? Let me up!
You know, I'm pretty sure that this isn't gonna end well. I just hope if I end up killing this man, I have a good lawyer.
Hey! What are you trying to pull, you bitch?
I won't let you. I won't let you!
Yeah, so I'm gonna need a good one, because this man's dead. Can I at least get a better deal than the guy in Persona 5 did? Because that kid got shafted.
Hey!
My father froze in terror. I stood on top of his stomach, lifting the hatchet in my hand.
And the only thing that I could think of at this particular moment, aside from the scumbag deserved it, is that there's an insane Clown Kasi song that kind of goes like this. Swing, 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 chop, chop, chop. Swing, chop, chop, chop. I think that's what's going to happen here.
Hey! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Yeah, that thing definitely would rip open a stomach, you know, and just everywhere. That's, thinking about it.
Stop.
I can't even imagine the mental state you would be in doing this. It'd be one of those blackout moments where you don't even remember what happens, and your mental snap happens, and the next thing you know, you wake up, you've committed murder, and dear God, I hope I have a good lawyer. Because I'm going to be put away. Yeah, that's actually a kind of cool picture with her being some sort of deity in the middle there. I like it.
Self-defense.
Did I just get away with murder?
Days after the incident, I was alone. No one else around to care for me. I was dehydrated, on the verge of death. If not for the social worker who discovered me, I would have died.
Wait. Hold on. So she killed her dad and just had a mental breakdown and laid on the floor for several days? Can you imagine? She probably didn't even get up to use the restroom, just laid there, didn't even take care of herself. And all the while, the rotting corpse of her father sitting next to her. I can't even imagine A, the smell, and B, what that would do to your mind over the course of several days. Oh.
It seemed one of my poor neighbors heard my desperate screams and reported it to the authorities. Only then was I found. Although there was no denying I killed my father. Based on the circumstances, the court saw what I did as an act of self-defense. I was ordered to undergo counseling for 3 months. Afterwards, I was dismissed from the facility, absolved of my sins. Not that it made the consequences any easier. That man's final moments will haunt me forever.
As well as the smell. I would imagine you could just taste the smell of death now.
When I close my eyes, I relive the moment. I pray every day for his ghost to leave me.
Oh, hey, calendar. So we can count the days of sadness. I knew it.
The air was thick with fog, making it difficult to see anything from a distance in this old town. I sat in the back of the black town car, which was stopped in front of a tall, pearly building in the center of town. Surrounding the town was a lush smattering of trees and a vast lake. I felt a warm breeze brush against my cheek as I exited the car. If I squinted hard enough, I could make out mountains standing atop the horizon to the north of town. It was misty here year-round.
You know, I have to ask, if we take a look at this town, why does it look like a war happened here? You know, does nobody take care of the street? Why is there just a rusted trolley sitting in the background with a freaking roof that's caved in? It looks like people don't actually live here, let alone take care of the town. Why are we coming here?
Some think Lake Choara is cursed. Could be the eternal mist. Or it could be the creepy aura permeating throughout.
Creepy aura is good because it's a murder town. Introduce a murderer into a murder town and suddenly you mix things up, right? Because she can actually defend herself. She's killed people before. She's not going to be afraid of some ghost. If it is a ghost, whatever the heck it is, maybe it's just monsters. Then that's perfect. She has swinging skills. She can swing a blade.
This may seem like a silly question, but for the sake of formality, I'll ask. Are you Mai Toyama?
No, I thought it was actually Ronald McDonald, but you know, well, sure, we'll go with that.
That's right. I am Mai Toyama.
Okay, verified. Mai, from today on, Wordsworth will be your new home.
What if that was the sealing of a contract with a demonic entity?
What happened with your father? I mean, that man was a terrible incident. You did nothing wrong. So please, don't worry. Mai, you're so strong. You did what you had to. You're allowed to be happy.
But how can one be happy when the looming father figure is floating over her head, consistently haunting her?
Thank you.
Now, let's head inside. Headmistress Midra awaits you.
I'm sorry, did somebody say mead? Does she carry around a bottle of mead?
Mai. I am Midra, headmistress to Wordsworth, the all-girls dormitory.
Oh, she's just shaped like a bottle of mead. Got it.
Hello.
All girls dormitory?
Yeah, I thought this was... Is this not an orphanage?
Personally, I find orphanage to be an unsavory signifier. Our institution prides itself as an academy and a dorm together. There is no distinction between students with or without family.
But then that means that you have students that have a family in an orphanage where you take in children who have no families. I'm a bit confused.
Indeed. Point well taken. Midra, as I mentioned to you before, this girl here has had something of a tough year. She's moving on well, and she's honest. Let's be sure to give her a big Wordsworth welcome and celebrate her enrollment.
Welcome, Mai. We've had many girls like you overcome their childhoods by working hard and supporting one another in harmony. Trust in our staff. Invest in yourself. Find your wings, little butterfly, and soon you'll take flight in this world on your own. Women who triumph over all odds are the ones who make a difference. I have many high hopes for you, Mai.
She's tall, almost intimidating at first glance. I suppose it works to her advantage, given that she's the headmistress.
In any case, for what reason did you choose our remote town and our esteemed dorm to further your education?
Esteemed, she says, in this dilapidated hellhole.
I was the one who reached out to her after Mai requested to come here.
I stepped forward, making sure to lock eyes with Midra as I answered her question.
Because I heard Sanae was here. Please, let me see her.
Sanae?
She's my little sister. She's here, right? Let me see her.
That is the face of someone who is desperate and probably struggling with a load of PTSD. I mean, I can definitely hear it.
Mai, no. Please, calm down.
Hurry, what are you doing? I'm telling you to take me to her!
I mean, the little sister that she talked about was the only ray of sunshine. However, I have to wonder, does she exist? Because in the song intro, her face was covered up, and even when she was looking at her on the phone, her face was covered up. Does she not exist? Did she exist in the past, or has something happened? Or maybe she's actually the cause of everything, which wouldn't surprise me after Crystar.
Mai? Okay, Mai. Calm down. Take a deep breath. When Mai's parents divorced, they decided the following. That Mai's father would take Mai, and that her mother would take Sanae. The two girls lived apart since the split. Because of her father's passing, we attempted to locate her mother to see if Mai could be reunited with her family. After some investigation, we learned that her mother had passed as well. It was her mother's wish for Sanae to be sent to Wordsworth, or so it says on her dossier. Which explains why Mai, too, had requested to be transferred here.
Poor girl. God has presented you with such fearsome challenges because he knew you were tenacious enough to overcome them.
Huh?
There must be some mix-up with your documents. Mai Toyama does not exist in our records. She never has.
But why would there be records of her coming to this town then? I mean, unless maybe you're like a new headmistress or something. Maybe a new headmistress within the last year. Can I see your credentials?
What?
Calm yourself, Mai. It is unladylike to let yourself become flustered. No doubt your travels have been long. Go on to your room and rest. We will assess the situation with Sanae tomorrow.
Please, I assure you that I will assist her in reviewing our records once more.
Hello there! Ma'am, I'll be the one to carry your bags.
And I'll be the one to chuck them at your forehead. I'm sure she's not in the mood for a chipper attitude right now. I wouldn't be after learning my sister is suddenly not in the place that I was told she was.
Oh, salutations, Mai. Allow me to introduce myself as the head maid, here to help everyone in our dorm. My name is Head Maid Shizu Melonis. Nice to meet you.
Sure.
An upbeat servant appeared, interrupting our conversation to escort me to my room. I ascended the staircase to the second floor, which led me to a long hallway. My room was at the very end of the hall.
I'm tired.
I dropped my things on the floor, and without changing out of my clothes, collapsed into my bed. The window rattled from a forceful draft. The worst of winter was yet to come. I at least had a roof over my head and a bed. I pulled out my phone from my pocket and opened up my mail app. The last email I received from Sanae came over a year ago. Sister Barbas is watching. Don't believe all that you see. Sister Barbas is watching. That was it. I hadn't gotten another message from her since.
Sanae.
There was no way she's not here. The social worker confirmed it herself. Her residency was also noted in this country's records. Supposedly, Sanae enrolled at Wordsworth 1 year ago. The headmistress and the maid seemed to be hiding something. I need to do some investigating.
It's been so long since I could cherish being alone.
I wanted to bask in this serenity as my fatigue started to catch up with me. I sank into the bed and fell asleep.
Whoa! Who's this?
I don't know. Who are you and what are you doing in my room? I mean, you would think it would be at least common courtesy to knock.
Oh, that's the girl Mama told me about. The new girl. She's a cutie. I'm lucky to be her new roommate.
Oh, okay. So she's our roommate. So she's allowed to be in here. But I hope she's not going to just stand there and watch me while I'm sleeping.
Oh, she's knocked out. I'd feel bad waking her. I'll let her sleep.
Few things are worse than the feeling of someone staring at you. The chilly sensation came over me the moment I stepped inside Wordsworth. It seeped into my skin. I hadn't noticed anyone staring, just an intuition. After I awoke, the feeling had left me. The 3rd day of January. I wonder how long it's been since she murdered her father.
Where am I?
The all-girls dormitory, Wordsworth. I was led here. I was led to my room before falling asleep last night. It had been several days since I'd had any rest. I peered outside of my window, and the fog still peered back at me. This time, though, the sun eked through the clouds over the town. I scratched my butt. I had no intention of carrying on this facade of being a lady, much to the chagrin of Wordsworth.
Whatever.
When I glanced at the table side, I found a note waiting for me. It seems someone visited while I slept. Good morning, beloved roomie. You were dead asleep, so I didn't want to wake you. Breakfast starts at 9 in the cafeteria. I'll see you there. L. Strain. Divine blessings.
I have a roommate? Just great.
Yeah, what is L. Strain, though? It sounds like somebody caught something. It's like, oh, what do you got? I got L. Strain. L. Strain of what? I don't know, but I got it. Oh, okay. All right, just keep it away from me. It'll be fine. Also, two things. One, why does everyone seemingly have a name tag on their person at all times? Is that how we keep track of orphans? So that way if they get murdered in the middle of the night, if their bodies are mangled, at least we can tell who they were. And second, why is Mai's arm broken? Is it me, or does that look painful? Like it's twisting in the wrong direction for some reason. Because my arm doesn't do that, that's for sure.
What's L. Strain mean? What is it? A prayer?
Oh, I got it. I get it. So if somebody gets sick, you're like, L. Strain, and you're praying for their wellness. Or maybe you're just praying that you don't catch whatever strain that they have. It was only 8 a.m. Still early.
I'm going to search for hints about Sanae's whereabouts. Guess I could explore the dorm until breakfast.
Midday. At this time of day, you can talk to the students of the Wordsworth Women's Dormitory. Choose a location on the map and interact with the dormitory students. The interactions you have may affect the outcome of the story. Okay, I wonder if you're only allowed to interact so many times per day. You know what I mean? Doesn't look like we have any other spots available, so women's dormitory floor, second hallway, second floor, second hallway, whatever.
Hey! You're the new girl. Wait! Stay right there!
As I walked down the hall, a group of girls surrounded me. Standing in the center was a smaller girl who I presumed to be the de facto leader, glaring up at me with crossed arms. Beside her stood a sneering, lanky girl, and on the other side was a girl who looked more plain than anything.
Look at the new girl, everyone. I'm Vina Miles. Hopefully my surname rings a bell for you. You can call me your senior.
Miles. No, Miles doesn't really seem to ring any sort of bells unless... Oh, I know. Miles, like Miles Tails Prower. Right. You must be the twin-tailed fox that we've heard about. I mean, you even have ponytails like the twin-tailed fox. That must mean that you're here to do my bidding. That you're here to die for me and show me the correct path in life. And, carry me around, right? Right. I'm glad that we've established the pecking order. You can go now. Bye, Vina. Bye-bye. The smaller girl in the center raised her crossed arms, leering at me intently. Hey, look, I only said those things because it seems to be true, okay? Don't hate me.
Meet Molly and Pick, two girls who've surrendered to my charisma, who now go out of their way to do my bidding.
Oh god, it's a bullying session, isn't it?
Sounds stupid.
What? You say something?
I'm Mai. Say, do any of you know a girl named Sanae?
I'm the one asking questions here.
One-track mind, Mai. I mean, I don't blame her. That's all she's here for. Her sister.
I don't know. Never heard of her.
And I like how the other two just answer because they don't have a ability to think for themselves, I guess.
Idiots! Don't answer her!
Or maybe they're just more friendly.
Whatever. Hey, new girl. I've got some trash that needs dumping. Why don't you do it for me?
The short girl motioned for her minions to bring it. The short girl motioned for her minions to grab a trash can, which wasn't too much shorter than she was.
That's not my job.
Oh, is that sass I detect? Someone wants to take a dip.
All of a sudden, the girls grabbed a hold of me and yanked me to the end of the hallway.
How's your bladder doing? Come on, get in! Lock her in the stall, from the outside.
How does one even lock a bathroom stall from the outside? Why would you have locks on the outside? I struggle to understand how this is even feasible, but you know, that's neither here nor there. It was the bathroom on our floor. There I was, stuck inside of a stall with a trio of imbeciles outside.
How's that for ya? Go ahead and piss if you want. I'm all ears.
Why bother doing all of this?
Huh? 'Cause it's fun. Duh. What a brat. Why isn't she crying? Make her cry. Ladies, how about we dump the bucket on her?
Oh god, if it's a bucket of pig's blood, well, I mean, that's a different show altogether, but even still, why do you have a bucket at the ready?
Whoa, that's cruel. Here's some dirty mop water. Hope you're thirsty, Mai. Are you gonna beg for mercy? Okay, time's up.
I mean, that was all of like 3 seconds. Don't I get a choice to try to... No, just dump the water on me? Apparently, just dump the water on me. I saw a bucket peer over the top of the stall, and a waterfall of gray sludge came pouring over me.
You're real stubborn. Speak up. Did that break you? Hope you know now who the law is around here. Wow! All this effort and not a peep from her.
Vina swung the stall door open, looking furious as she stomped towards me. and spit in my face. You know what? There's a good reaction for people who do that. Usually a swift slap in counterattack is a good way to handle this, because I wouldn't be able to control myself if a guy came up to me and just spit in my face. Like, oh, I'm sorry. My hand just reacted automatically. I thought that you wanted to greet me.
Hey! Better not underestimate me again. I may look sweet, but I'm very sour. Look at you. So pathetic you couldn't hurt a fly.
Seriously.
You know, I even killed a pigeon that our class kept as a pet.
Ooh, a pigeon. I bet you're so ferocious. I bet you don't know that I killed a man.
Ooh! There were blood and guts everywhere. Everyone cried like a bunch of babies. Listen up, Mai. Get me mad enough and I could do the same to a person. I'm not like you.
Is that so?
Scaredy cat? She's a scaredy cat.
Think you could kill me? Do you really?
Oh, those are fighting words. Like, if you're gonna do this, do it right, or I'm gonna heal you. I'm gonna absolutely kill you.
What's your problem? Don't get any closer.
Could you kill me?
What is your problem?
I think maybe part of her actually does want to die.
Take my advice. Your bite better live up to your bark. Otherwise, you'll look like a moron.
You're not getting away with this! You two! Let's take her outside and pin her to the ground. Maybe we'll have to cut off those pretty locks of hers.
Vina pulled out a pair of sharp scissors from her pocket, opening and closing them in a maniacal fashion.
Hey! Look at the crybaby! Do it! Do it! Cut her ears while you're at it!
Jeez, Molly. Someone's a little vicious.
It's almost breakfast time. Do you think the teachers might catch us?
Who cares? This rut pisses me off.
The two cronies grabbed me by the arm and dragged me outside, pinning me down.
Time to chop off that beautiful head of hair. I won't stop even if you beg.
You know, I think that this is gonna end poorly. If you actually make her snap in self-defense, you might be the second victim, Vina.
Stop!
I have sentenced you to execution. There's no turning back now.
Especially using words that imply death, Vina. I would stop before you end up stabbed.
I said stop! Ah!
Oh, it's too late.
Oh, now she can scream. Huh, serves her right. Okay, everyone, say bye-bye to Mai's hair.
Yo, if this actually goes on any longer, I feel like we might have a corpse on our hands.
She's kinda crazy.
Oh, congratulations. The only one of you three who actually has any mental faculties to know that that scream isn't the scream of somebody who's broken as much as they have, let me think. What would be the best way to describe it? Perhaps they've lost a few screws through other means. Because you wouldn't be able to cause that. I'm sorry, you're too low tier on the bully racket. You need to up your game. Go through a whole mess of mental bullying before you can come back and actually cause that type of mental anguish. Go back to the drawing board.
There it is! That's what I've been waiting for! Yeah!
Hey! Vina, you're at it again! You better stop or I'll tell my mother!
You know, even Rotten here apparently has a dog tag as well. I mean, would you want to call it dog tags? Or just a way to locate lost children? Because it's awfully convenient that all of them seem to have their own tags with their names written on them, so that they can be easily identified in the case of dismemberment.
It's Roddy. Crap!
Let's get out of here.
My legs shook as I tried getting back up on my feet. In front of me stood a young woman with beige hair curling her lips with worry.
Are you okay? Here, take my handkerchief. They always bully the new girl. They're jerks. Oh, a handkerchief won't be enough. Let me walk you to the showers. Come with me. Name's Rotten. Rotten Dollheart. You can call me Roddy, though. Let's be friends. Oh?
Thank you, I guess. But I'm fine alone.
What?
She's just so confused. Poor Roddy.
She's not just cute, strong too.
Oh, never mind. She's actually quite smitten. Oh, the cafeteria. I guess I don't get to take a shower. Where even are the showers? First floor, second floor. Okay, that's the bathrooms. Oh, okay. So that looks. Are the showers the? Oh, I see. Okay, so the second floor has the bathrooms up there, so you can see where the bathrooms are in that particular section. And then the first floor has the showers, you can tell by the shower heads, and they have curtains instead of doors. Huh. Well, cafeteria it is. I washed off in the showers and changed into clean clothes, then headed for the cafeteria. Oh hey, it's Hogwarts! It was 9 a.m., time for breakfast. A few dozen girls sat eagerly in the cafeteria. There were 3 long dining tables lined together in the room's center, with chairs on either side. Tall candlesticks accented the wood tables between platters of delicious food.
Here at Wordsworth, the headmistress, the faculty, and the students all eat together. You must be the new girl. I'm Abigail Williams. I'm the resident advisor around here. I suppose at a regular school, my role would be something akin to a class president. If you ever need anything, I'd be happy to advise.
Nice to meet you.
She was kind and seemed to remember my name. Decent qualities for an RA.
You look right as rain, Mai. Your soap smells lovely.
Oh, hold on. Roddy? We're gonna need to talk about personal space. Because apparently you're my roommate, and I can't have you smelling me every time I come out of the shower. Like, let's talk about. We're not that close yet. Heck, we're not even really that close. You just keep following me places. So let's put that boundary up. Personal space. Because you're creeping me out. It was the girl who saved me earlier. Roddy, I think she called herself. She flashed a wide smile and sat beside me.
Mind if I sit here?
Why ask when you've already sat?
I'll take that as a yes.
Her unbridled positivity is bizarre. I don't deal with people like her.
Lord, we are thankful from the bottom of our hearts for this bountiful feast. Elstrain, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Elstrain.
Well, we're all infected now. Time for quarantine. I'm glad that you guys at least let me know. I'm going to be over here on the other side of the hole. When you guys are done infecting each other, just let me know. There were a total of 19 girls, though they seemed to vary in age. Abigail, the RA, had a calm demeanor. I figured her to be a couple years older than me. My little sister, Sanae. Was she really not here? Where else could she be?
Elstrain. Lord, I thank you.
Oh, not you two. Gosh dang it, Roddy. Here I thought I was safe.
What's up with Elstrain?
It's a religion followed by everyone in town. With his undying love, we are guided and protected from evil.
Oh, no, that's the signs of a cult. Signs of a cult in a dilapidated murder town.
I see.
If such a god really existed, then I doubt that any of these girls would have needed to come here. Though it might have been cynical for me to say, I felt no desire to subscribe to such a faith.
You didn't eat dinner last night. You must be starving. Want my egg?
No, I have a small appetite.
Oh, that's no good. Sure, you got curves, but I saw your ribs under your shirt earlier. A girl's gotta eat.
Hold on. When were you looking underneath my shirt? When was this?
Your butt's not too big either. You don't have to change overnight, but make sure to eat, okay?
And you were checking out my butt too? Can we talk, Roddy, about this whole personal space thing? Because I believe that you're gonna violate it more times than I can even count before I know that you've done it.
You watched me earlier?
Oh, I didn't watch you shower.
You know...
Seems like you two have met. We're meeting to do community service in town after this. Eat up, or you'll be sorry.
In town? Oh.
Sounds to me like you're going to sweep up around the church. You'd better work hard so you don't tarnish Wordsworth's name.
A hearty young woman joined our conversation and stood next to Abigail.
Sarah, no need to be so stern with her before you've even met.
Abigail, you go too easy on them. You're setting her up for failure, which is just going to hurt her in the long run.
Very well. This is Sarah Putnam, one of my very best friends. She's not afraid to speak her mind, but she's kind, I promise. Hopefully you two can become friends.
It's called open communication.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, by the way, there are some strict rules here at the dorm. No one's allowed out past the midnight curfew. The rest, you'll learn.
Damn that new girl. Why is everyone fawning over her?
So annoying.
So if she's all buddy-buddy with the RA, do you think that'll be a problem?
Who cares?
No one can stand in my way. Once we get into town, I'll find a nice ditch to push her into. That'll teach her.
Good one. Great idea. Maybe she'll even break a bone.
You know, I'm not sure if Molly is just really a sadist in disguise, or maybe she's just really happy to do horrible things to people.
Okay, everyone, please join me in putting our hands together. Many thanks for this meal.
Many thanks for this meal.
Gather round. It is time to commence community service. Wordsworth only exists thanks to the kindness and donations of our townspeople. So please show your gratitude by working hard for our community. Pair up with your roommates, everyone.
Roommate? Come to think of it, I've yet to meet mine. Who could it be?
Someone approached me, her mouth agape from heavy breathing. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Hey Arnold. And Olga from Hey Arnold. Except she's not really a tsundere. So, you know, if I look over on her side of the room and she's actually keeping a secret altar dedicated to Mai, well then I know that we must enact our own safety ritual and put her out of her misery while she's sleeping. Because it'll be better for everyone that way.
Wait, don't tell me.
Greetings, roommate!
She straightened her back and gave a firm salute.
You're kidding.
I let out a big sigh. I surprised myself, as if I hadn't been disappointed enough.
Okay then, let's head out. Here, take these instructions. Oh, we're assigned to the church area.
Don't we have to take our plates away?
The maids handle that, so leave it for them.
Well, time for us to go visit the church.
Vina, you girls will be picking up trash near the forest.
What?
You know, I kind of wonder if the headmistress wasn't actually just listening in and making sure that Vina didn't cause trouble, since she's a known troublemaker. Oh, hey, there's the other girl that was in the intro. I guess she's maybe gonna come along. We'll see. Alright, so woman's dormitory gate, and doesn't look like we have anything else going on, so the gate it is. My first lesson at Wordsworth became a field trip to partake in community service. Choara is situated in a valley built around an old coal mine. It's small, humble, but it has a lake and a forest on its periphery. Some might find it quaint or even peaceful, but if you ask, it's a pathetic town. They don't even have reception. From the moment I arrived, my phone couldn't connect to a single signal. Any signal. It's a rural area left behind by technology. I heaved a sigh and gazed upward at the sky. Mai, your hair's so beautiful, so black. I'm envious. I take after my mother. It's my only pride. I looked at my reflection in my phone, and I glowed with a faint satisfaction. What's a square thing you keep looking at? Huh? Oh, this is a smartphone. Have you never seen one? Smartphone? Never in my life. It's so shiny and pretty. The thought was nauseating. What's with the arm? Before I knew it, Roddy had looped her arm around mine. I quickly withdrew mine. Whoa! Seems like you got a thick skull, so let me be frank with you. I have no intention of making friends here. Oh, you dropped something. Here you go. A USB stick dropped out of my pocket, but Roddy picked it up for me. Thanks. What's that? You never give up, do you? It's none of your business. Aww. She wore her sadness on her face and was on the verge of tears. For some reason, I felt guilty. I was being harsh. Don't cry. This is a personal item. I always keep it on me. It's like a good luck charm. I see. You should take care of it. In an instant, Roddy was all smiles, her heart on her sleeves at all time. It occurred to me that the two of us were polar opposites. As that thought struck me, a bell rang. That's the church bell. Must mean that the bishop is back. Hey, Roddy, doing your rounds today? Oh, yes. Good day, everyone. Oh, bright as usual. Oh, the fine ladies of Wordsworth are the heart and soul of our town. Hope you all carry your sunny natures as you age. One can hope. See, the townsfolk are all so kind. I don't get it. They're all men. As the words escaped my mouth, I noticed my heart begin to race. It was racing at a steady rate. Maybe I realized because of that man, I was growing terrified of men. Welcome to PTSD. No, seriously, I can understand a fear of men. Because that was a horrible father. Father of the Year award goes to... Seriously, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I mean, who tries to take a freaking machete or a hatchet and kill your own daughter, who is doing nothing but looking apathetically at the floor? What's the matter? Are you all right? You're pale. It's nothing. Let's hurry up and head to the church. Well, I guess I have nothing else but to end the day. Boop. I stood in awe in front of the church, blown away by the sheer size of it. Judging by the window placement, it was a 3-story building with intricate walls, pillars, and an enormous stained glass window.
It's amazing.
Truly, the town is built around the teachings of this church. It brings people together. There's a lot of love here.
I see. I'm not a religious person. Can't say it does anything for me.
I suggest you have a listen to one of the bishop's sermons sometime. Elstrain is not a faith of judgment. It lifts people up in their darkest hour. I can't recommend it enough.
That's so. I'll give it some thought. Hey, what's with the shed?
Huh?
Beside the church was a tiny shed, with walls that were hardened from old paint. There seemed to be no way in or out.
Oh, is that what you were looking at? It's been there a while, but it's got no doors or windows. Kinda strange.
I'm calling it right now. That's the murder shed. That is the shed where they're dumping all the bodies of the children who go missing. No doubt.
Some girls at Wordsworth call it the Forbidden Shed. There are all sorts of scary rumors going around.
Enough. I don't buy into urban legends or stories about the occult.
Ooh, are you scared? Did I just find your weakness? What you gonna do if there are ghosts inside the shed?
Shut up. I know none are in there. I'm not afraid, just annoyed.
Only kidding. Truthfully, I think it's just an old warehouse no one uses anymore.
As Roddy continued wasting time with chit-chat, the huge church doors swung open. Someone in church attire came out.
My! I was wondering where all that commotion came from. Greetings, Rotten.
That's an outfit. I mean, how? You know, I'm always suspicious of organized religion in JRPGs, but this kind of takes the cake, man. You might as well have a mask that screams suspicious considering you're wearing the Smash Brothers symbol on your face.
Oh, Bishop! Hello!
The bishop's headpiece obscured her face, but not her voice. I could tell it belonged to a woman. Or perhaps a man pretending to be a woman. That way, they could get past Mai's obvious trauma.
Oh, you must be Mai. I've gotten word that, as of yesterday, you are Wordsworth's newest resident.
Yes, that's right.
Hello, I'm the bishop. I serve as head of the church. I heard you had something of a rough time.
The bishop, standing much taller than me, stooped down to meet me at eye level.
I'm just relieved that you're alive.
Then she took me into her tight embrace and began to sob.
From now on, your life is here. That is enough. Survive. Sometimes all we have is a sliver of hope, but it is enough to carry us to the happiness we deserve. Let your spirit guide you to the future. I am grateful for your dignity and for God's grace.
The tears kept flowing, which she periodically wiped with the cloth covering her face.
Is this typical? Do bishops normally cry openly like this?
Oh, dear me. Forgive me. Mai, our trials and tribulations are all granted by Elstrain. I admire your perseverance. Making yourself at home here can be challenging. Should you ever find yourself in trouble, my door is open.
What? Why are you crying?
I'm glad I met you too, Mai! Thanks for being alive!
Man, you are a handful. Bishop, is there anything we could help you with?
You know, it's really hard to hate Roddy. She just seems so pure in every single thing that she does. Even her attempts to sniff and hold, and I don't even know what else she's going to attempt to do at some point.
Well, might I be able to ask you to assist me in acquiring a new holy neckcloth? Headmistress Majora's fabric is intricately woven. Sewing, the coloring. I love it.
Okay. I'll let my mother know. We'll keep tidying up the church and head back.
I really want to know if that's actually her mom, or if they're just calling the headmistress mom, because it's what they call the headmistress. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you again.
Isn't she wonderful? She's so kind. She's like my second mom.
Then she has powerful mothers then. I mean, like, honestly, it would make a lot more sense as to why Vina stopped when Roddy came on the scene. Because I see no reason for her to stop unless Roddy is the daughter of the headmistress, at which point then she does have a bit of clout.
Yeah, well, she seemed warm, and she wasn't a man.
Because those are high standards to go by. Oh, well, hold on, you're warm because you have a pulse. And second, you're not a man. So, you know, that's enough. That's all that you need to be able to pass in Mai's book.
It's neat to see a woman with a position of power in the church. Seems uncommon.
In Elstrain, your gender and your marital status don't disqualify you from working in the Holy Order. But in the past, the clergy was only comprised of men. And they're still the majority.
I see. Is that why she doesn't show her face?
Yep. There are still some people who judge a woman for serving as bishop.
How dumb. The bishop shouldn't let critics bother her. She should be proud to show her face.
Oh, have you warmed up to her? How sweet.
I don't need you to weigh in. It's insulting.
I'm just excited. Wouldn't you be if your friend warmed up to someone you like?
Okay. Let's head back.
If you want to see more videos like this one, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next adventure.